Something really funny about making reviews is the fact that sometimes I end up making videos on games I wasn't even planning to. I simply boot up a game, start getting a feel for it, and then before I realize it, I'm already recording several minutes of gameplay and thinking of what to say. When I was browsing my library and saw Omno, I was thinking this would be a cute little atmospheric game, something like ABZU or Journey, both to relax a bit and to also keep marking games off my impossibly large backlog. What I wasn't expecting was the game giving me enough material to get me hooked enough to get all the achievements, let alone decide to talk about it today, so let's get started. Omno has you playing as what the lore describes as the Staff Wielder, a traveler who can use the powers of light and can control the environment around him. While the entire story is told visually, the implication of the many lore tablets laying around the game is that he is one of the many travelers on the way to find an ideal land to call home, following in the footsteps left behind by their ancestors. And that's about it really. This is a story that is told mostly through environmental storytelling and puzzle solving. Think of it as a Zelda game except more relaxing. The main goal of the game is to unlock the portal at the end of every level to make your way into the next land. In order to do that, you need to collect at least 3 orbs scattered around the level. Some of those orbs can be obtained by simply walking into them, while some others need a puzzle to be solved in order to unlock them. This is the first layer of the game. Technically speaking, you can complete this game in about 3 hours or less. Once you get the 3 orbs and solve the puzzle at the end, you can call it a day. But on the other hand, you can go out of your way to keep exploring the levels and unlock every other orb and lore tablet available, all of them to achieve 100% completion to each area, because rather than just being a relaxing exploration game that borders on walking simulator, Omno is a more puzzle platformer and collectathon. As I said, in order to 100% complete each area and the game itself, you have to grab every collectible available. Funnily enough, this includes the animals. Interacting with them and with some of the props in the environment changes your protagonist's light meter. This light meter has for the most part 2 purposes: to let you use your powers that help you move around and solve puzzles, and to charge up areas that give you a free orb. It is in exploring the land and solving those puzzles that you get into one of the more fun layers of the game: the powers. In a way to showcase your progress, every area you visit unlocks abilities that make traversing the land a lot more fun. Starting with simple stuff like a quick dash, and then evolving further into things like using your staff as a hoverboard, and being able to instantly teleport between specifically marked areas. This in turn enables you to engage into what many like to call digital tourism, because the beauty in games like this is the environments. Their sort of the game is really simplistic. I wouldn't be surprised if most of it was just textureless models with a variety of colors. And yet, the game uses the atmosphere, color palette, and lighting to their full potential. The fact each of the main areas has their own unique theme and environment is a testament to what a great art style direction can do for a game. As for the game having no stakes or failure states, I don't believe every game needs to have those. The core of video games is to have fun. For years I have spent time online arguing it doesn't really matter how you play a game as long as you are having fun with it. Games like this are the kind of stuff you play to pace yourself out after playing something action heavy, like say if you've been playing really long RPGs or open world games and need something to wind down, or if you've been playing online games a lot and need to give yourself some relaxing me time. But as humble as this game gets, it does something I enjoy a lot, and it is to add spectacle. At certain points to transition between levels, you get to ride on top of a mythical giant creature. It brings a sense of epicness to your adventure and a fair share of awe at how vast and huge the world around you is compared to how tiny your protagonist is. Same thing when you finally get the hoverboard ability and get these big spaces to play around with. In a way, this also adds a bit of a melancholy feel, because aside from your cute little companion and the animals, you are truly and absolutely alone. With everything said and done, are there any flaws or downsides to this game? Not really. I did get stuck on a few puzzles here and there, and one of my lowest moments was getting stuck for over 10 minutes in one place because I was missing one thing to 100% complete it, and it was the platform that reveals the map to you. I had actually forgotten to use that when that tends to be the very first thing I will do every time. So other than that, It is a nice small little indie game. I know a number of people wouldn't really want a game like this as their first choice for something to play for their time off, but for me personally, it feels nice to play something like this as a breather after playing so many action-packed games out there. Is this the kind of game I would like to revisit in the future? Maybe, maybe not. I guess it will depend greatly on my mood. I will say, if anything, this game made me wish other collectathons and open worlds with collectibles were like this. More intuition, bite-sized, ideal for simply enjoying yourself collecting stuff without it overstaying its welcome. I know that kinda beats the purpose of a collectathon, but I think it will make collecting stuff in games a little bit more fun and a lot less tedious. Because I could easily spend hours telling you the number of games I never got to fully complete or get all the achievements on, because I grew seriously tired of rushing the game world multiple times to find that one missing collectible, and only managing to burn myself out. After playing games like this and ABZU, I do feel like I should really explore more of this little subgenre in the future. Not sure if it will make video material like this game did, but even if it doesn't, this style of games makes for a neat relaxing moment, if I ever feel like having some me time.